and welcome to the latest Aqua Retail lockdown video. I thought that today, as we're getting towards the end of lockdown and the fact that the shops will be opening soon, I would talk on the subject of what the lasting legacy of this lockdown period will be for the way that we work. Now, obviously, as we know, this has changed everything globally. It's changed how much people need to get on a plane and physically go and be somewhere. It's also shown that people don't need to sit in the same office as each other to communicate effectively. So many amazing new forms of IT have come to the fore at speed, and we've all adapted to that. Interviews have been taking place via Zoom and its equivalents, and meetings, essential meetings, are taking place very smoothly and very easily in the same way. Who would have thought this would happen? Who would have thought when we started 2020, surely we were just dealing with the final sign-off of Brexit and any impacts of that. Oh no, we're dealing with something far bigger than Brexit. We were dealing with coronavirus, and as we approach story opening time, I think we've really learned quite a lot about how we can work. Now, what's most exciting about this is that it's going to have a huge effect on our women in the workplace. Now, I am endlessly frustrated by the fact that so many women go into buying and merchandising and other head office roles every year, and yet so few women are at the top running those businesses. Of course, they've stepped aside along the way because, biologically, it's the women that have the children, and generally it's the women that are then at home bringing them up. At that point, they have to leave the industry. The industry has never accommodated women working in a flexible way. Heaven forbid there's people that want to get to the office early, leave the office early. They don't want to do fewer hours. They simply want to do hours that can work well within their world, within their children's school drop-off, nursery drop-off, etc. And heaven forbid if there's a child that gets ill and the parent can't go to work. I know very, very, very many people in this industry who still moan about that behind closed doors. And that's not acceptable, is it? However, what we've now seen is that this can work. Working from home, you can still be connected, and it works perfectly well. So I think for women especially, it's going to mean that they don't have to leave the industry. They can work doing their job from home. So many times people say to me, I want a 4-day week, I want a 9-day fortnight. They don't always want a day off either. They simply know that they're not going to be able to be accommodated working from home. But that's the thing that's now changed. It can happen, and it's brilliant. You can see my excitement about this, but this is going to be an absolute game changer for our industry. And for me as a recruitment consultant, having to say to people who are looking for, heaven forbid, some kind of life of their own as well as their job, my usual answer is, you've got no chance. You've got 2 hopes and one of them's Bob. It's just going to be fantastic. Up until now, the most sensible thing I'd seen as a solution to trying to help support women in the workplace, managing their family life, managing their work life, was White Stuff, which I think about 18 months ago advertised for a job share senior merchandiser. Genius! Surely that's an easy solution. I was sad not to see it roll out to other places. However, that kind of thing I think we're going to see more of. I think we're going to see all sorts of benefits of being able to harness the talent that normally just has to leave the industry. And that's such a great thing for everybody. Now, there are going to be a couple of flies in the ointment. I think we all know some of us are conscientious, hardworking, and are working completely the same from home as we would in the office. In most cases, you're probably finding you're getting more work done than usual because you're able to concentrate, focus. You don't have the distractions of colleagues chatting to you. And of course, you've got that extra time, the hour in the morning and the hour in the evening where you normally commute, you can spend at your desk. So when it works right, employers will get more out of everybody. However, we also know that there are those who are less conscientious, and there will always be trust issues. Looking at the amount of work being done, is that was what being expected? Is the person actually properly working? So that's going to be one slight issue that I think is going to take some monitoring and some getting used to if there's going to be some of this working from home element that's kept once normality resumes. And of course, I don't think any of us believe for a second that product sign-offs, range building, etc. can take place via Zoom. You need to be in that office with that product, feeling it, looking at it, making sure that it's the right thing for the business. So I think there's definitely going to be a need for people to be in the office. But of course that can be carefully scheduled by way of meetings. The other thing is that, let's say, for example, a business says Monday to Wednesday, everybody in the office, Thursday and Friday, work from home. That will quickly prove frustrating when a meeting is necessary by 6 o'clock on a Wednesday. We need to have this meeting. Let's do it tomorrow. No, we can't. Tomorrow's Thursday. That one then have to wait till Monday. Now, in retail and the pace that our industry works at, that's a very long time to wait for a meeting to take place. And I think there will be a lot of frustrations at any kind of flexibility that might have crept in, where urgency and pace is important in order to maximise profit, particularly over the trading weekend. So there's definitely going to be a little bit of adjusting. There's going to be things that are tried and tested and rejected, but hopefully as a result of what we've experienced recently, there will be so many things that will be kept. Our working living balances, it's so important for all of us, isn't it? How much better is everybody feeling from being able to be at home? Improved sleep, improved wellness, improved finances, because you're not just sort of spending money grabbing a coffee before you go to the office, spending money on lunch. It's improved health, I'm quite certain as well, because I'm sure what we're all cooking at home for lunch is infinitely better than what we'd be eating out from the local sandwich shop. So there's all the benefits. There's a couple of possible sticking points we might experience. But in the main, I think this period has shown our industry, finally, welcome to 2020. It's the year where we've actually realised that we can work in a different, more sensible way. And that is going to be, for me, the lasting legacy of what this period has been. Hope that's useful. Let me know what you think though. Reply to this message and share your thoughts as well. Hopefully, women especially will be really excited that this is their passport to effective working in merchandising. See you next time.